EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Super. And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll run on first down. Whittington. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Here we go, D.
They'll try the left side. Whittington. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Kamara, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Okay, ready? 54. Mike 54. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's see what you got. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Get ready. Slam, slam. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Yo, Jack, lead grip.
Looking to throw. Lawrence taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Tight dog. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
58, right over there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 58, boy, 58 is Mike.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
58, hey, exit. 58, come on. Man, that's trash. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
Now, 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Look, squeeze.
On 1st down, Whittington. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go one more. Mike, spot forward. Hey, Orbit. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mike.
From the gun, Lawrence. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Go, 50, plant.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 19-yard line.
Check, Mike. Bravo. Mike, 54. There's a party now. 54. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
You draw Parker. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Check the backer.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Hey, 2. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Head up.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Go. Now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Set. 60 HOR.
Here we go.
Go out. Hurry. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Get it.
Throwing again. Lawrence is going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Okay, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Ready.
58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to go.
2nd and 2. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
22, Mike 22.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Danny. Mike 22. Mike.
Back to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Go.
58, come on. 58, come on.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You can't block me.
2nd and 3. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 18. Well, that's how you convert on third down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble. And as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah.
On second down now, Mosley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before break. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And 58 is a mic. Go 58
the mic. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, wahoo!
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Second and long. Throw left side complete. It's Black. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert 3. Alert 3. SOS. 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 SOS.
Yo, go, go!
Safety crease.
5.
Now they try the right side here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Topper! Hey! High 7! Ready?
On 1st and 10, Lawrence taking a deep shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Screen. Watch the screen. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints 42.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 58's the mic.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it. Set up. 50. Plant.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Let's go, team.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whittington. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Bravo.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
5.
Second and 15. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First down, Seattle.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Seahawks 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Smooth.
Mike, 54.
Big river. Big river.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready, break.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. He completes this one to Mack. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
49's the mic, 49's the mic.
Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Down.
This quarterback
70,
now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Twist on him, Travis. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
There goes a deep ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, watch your leg. Like 22, like 22. Nice, sweetheart. Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Hey, Wahoo.
6, baby.
Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
It's a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 54.
Hey.
He's checking. Crash, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Whittington. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
For Mike, 58 for Mike.
Yep.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.